Don't get me started! I can sit here and talk about this shit all night, fuck with you. Having this show on Fox and NBC Universal is ruining the entire fucking product. Fox doesn't want anything to do with NBC, and NBC doesn't want anything to do with fucking Fox. If WWE was on NBC, Raw and SmackDown, I don't think we would have separate brands. I don't know who sold them on separate brands. I don't know if this is a Vince thing or if this is a Fox thing. Let's get them on separate brands like NBC. Does Fox look at their show and are happy with their show? This roster is fucking terrible. And WWE does nothing to fucking aid them. I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks the way that I do? Please don't. I cannot be the only one that feels this way. Like you and finance, I've already been splashed on Shank. For the win. Megan Moraine Natalia for an interview backstage. All in Chicago in the All-State Ring fell asleep. Natalia said that she is a world record holder for the most matches of any woman in WWE, the most pay-per-view matches of any woman in WWE history. She took issue with the silent lead. Apparently we're not on the show tonight. So right away to follow up the big thing described by Ethan said Zion on the show. Great. So what she did last week, oh no, is this great. Essentially the best of all time, and if Xia Li had to her, she will protect I need to protect you from this fucking terrible creative police. Adam Pearce. There was a clip of Adam Pearce telling McIntyre couldn't bring his sword to the ring, so plunged into his desk last week. Madcap Moss and Boring Corbin shown stealing the desk. Then they showed Corbin and Moss bringing the desk from Los Angeles to Chicago with the sword still stuck in the top. They were snickering like a couple of geeks, and they rolled it through the backstage area all the way down to the ring. He must be a really, really wealthy man, bro. Spending his money on fucking taking desks with swords in it and paying for that airfare to get it from Los Angeles to Chicago. What a fucking week. Roman Reigns, he was being awaited by Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman was outside of the parking lot area of the limo. Out comes Brock Lesnar, step out of his limo. We're doing a little advocating tonight. Are people? Heyman then was kind of taken aback by this. Thought he was going to Reigns, but Mark Lesnar knocked out. Heyman was expecting somebody else. Lesnar said that's okay. I'm sure you were expecting Roman, right? He nodded yes. Lesnar then patted Heyman on the shoulder and told him, yeah, good luck with that. He walks into the Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss made their way to the ring, and they're in there. Sounds of remote controls all around the world being picked up. They're shaking and shouting. Not sure if Guy Fieri's on Friday nights, but I picked up the remote control and I needed to tell him. Sound of theme music is nauseating, and the segment Happy Talk is one of the worst segments in WWE. For a complete fucking joke. Somehow WWE, they woke up one day and said, I think we hate Baron Corbin worse than his last Baron. Oh, I know. Let's turn him into Happy Corbin and have him sniggering and giggling like a fucking idiot. That's his gimmick. Happy Corbin with men at home. You know what, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know what, clap your hands. I'm not fucking happy. You're on my television. You know what's gonna make me happy? When Bruce Pritchard picks up the pen and writes you off the fucking road. That's gonna make me fucking happy. The desk is there with the sword in it. It says they have new additions in there. Happy Talk said. The sword in the desk is an expensive hand rock. He would be using this to cut a cigar or trim his fingernails. Corbin says he's going to be happy, but he's still looking at an amazing joke from Moss. Joke from Moss, he says, and I quote, what do you Coach McIntyre when he leaves a sword behind on a desk? The Glasgow Diss. They left. I didn't. Moss asks, where can you find a discount deal? Don't ask me. Ask Bargain Basement Braveheart. Again, I didn't laugh. I mean it in Chicago. As they started chanting CM Punk, CM Punk. And they all stayed arena. And rightfully so, because this fucking segment was fucking embarrassing. McAfee says, I'm with this crowd, I want love. Moss asks, why did Drew McIntyre's girl decide to ask you? She decided at least one person in the relationship should wear the pants. This absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal fucking segment. Moss then tried to pull the sword out of the desk. Couldn't. Baron Corbin said that he tried. He's going to try and do it. He couldn't do it either. Moss says he really can't get it out. And Corbin thought he was doing an Adam Pearce impersonation. He tried to do it again. They couldn't do it. They double teamed the fucking sword out of the desk. They couldn't do it. McIntyre's music played. Michael Cole said, thank God. Yes, I'm with Michael Cole. Thank God. McAfee said McIntyre can't be pleased. Cole said Happy Talk is about to get canceled. I really wish it would. McIntyre leaned on the top rope and asked, what's the matter, lads? Are we having some performance issues? Because they couldn't get the sword out of the desk. Yeah, Corbin, if you're having performance issues, bro, BlueChew.com, OJD, at checkout, fee free set. Yeah, Corbin's having those performance issues. Anyway, Moss took a swing, blocked him, knocked him to the floor, headbutted Corbin. McIntyre then pulled the sword out of the desk easy. That's how it's done. Angela is free, said Cole. Moss pulled Corbin to safety and Drew swung the sword and tried to stab both of these geeks. So Corbin's hat on the end of the sword. I'm happy about that. I'm not happy about this fucking segment. You know, Baron Corbin, the last time Baron Corbin was interesting was when Baron Corbin had hair and he came out with the Lone Wolf character on NXT. That's when he was most active. Baron Corbin has chosen absolutely been one of the worst parts of any part of WWE TV. He's been a part of some of the most egregious and just god-awful segments in WWE history. This is the same guy that fed dog food to Roman Reigns and started shitting on the fans. Are you fucking serious? What a joke. This is a lame fucking shit gimmick that will go nowhere. It's already dead. The fans fucking hate it, and everybody should want to strive to be a world champion. This guy is looking to make fucking comedy skits and ha 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 hee hee on SmackDown. This is what you call professional wrestling. Now, the word in sports entertainment is a fucking joke. The professional wrestling, you're a fucking joke. But imagine you go buy your Rolexes and your fucking Patek Philippe's and your Penrods. Frank, you show off your fucking rent-a-cars. Ferraris. Frank. Frank. This guy sucks. The one glimmer of hope Baron Corbin has. He won the fucking tournament. That tournament I spoke so highly of. That was some of his best work. It really was. And he had a great tournament up until the match with people. I thought that was great. And WWE gave him that shit king gimmick. That went nowhere. Completely fucking overdid that for 2 years. They did nothing to fucking really change the character at all. Even gave us the tournament the next year. They just left this guy escape for 2 years. What a fucking terrible gimmick. Oh. The fans looking at me tonight, chanting CM Punk. And you know Kevin Dunn fucking hit that me fucking pretty fucking quick. They died those now. Sami Zayn walked up to Adam Pearce and Sonny Deville and Deville noted that Sami wasn't in a neck brace or a wheelchair anymore. Sami said his lawyer told him he didn't need it. Then he corrected himself and said his doctor said that. Ha ha ha. Sami then said he was robbed of his Universal title opportunity. He wanted to know how long it'll take to get his opportunity back. Sami said the last time it happened with this Intercontinental title, it was over a year ago. Sami says he loved that title. He said next week, listen, you can be in a 12-man gauntlet match with the winner getting an IC title match. Sami says that's not really a bit because I have to be 11 matches. Pearce then wished him happy holidays. 12-man gauntlet matches. So, we got the 12 days of Christmas gauntlet match. And like I said, it is WWE's way of pretty much telling us, hey, we're trying to fill 2 hours of a holiday episode by doing virtually no exactly what they are trying to accomplish next week. Rich Holland. Rich Holland versus Cesaro. You know, Rich Holland got called up from NXT, and he was the muscle with Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch. Right? Dunne is still there. Oney Lorcan got fired. Danny Burch is probably going to end up getting fired eventually. Rich Holland, you know, he was somebody with identity on NXT television. Hanging out, you knew who he was, he had his own theme music, right? He was still obviously placed behind Pete Dunne because Pete Dunne was the veteran. Rich Holland was the rookie, which makes sense. But you never seen Rich Holland come out to Pete Dunne's theme music. You've seen Rich Holland come out to fucking Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch's theme music. Rich Holland always came out to Rich Holland's theme music. For the duration of his WWE main roster run so far, which has been a complete fucking failure. Jesse just texted me, you know what, Jesse, actually right. The best thing Baron Corbin has ever done was give Becky the end of
You wanted me, right? Yeah, you wanted me.
That was fucking great. That was easily the best thing Baron Corbin ever done. It's not about Baron Corbin. Fucking flipping and sending to him. Anyway, Rich Holland. What I was trying to say to Rich Holland. Ever since Rich Holland has made his way to the main roster, Rich Holland has nothing.
Oh, bitch.
They've always put him with Sheamus behind Sheamus coming out to Sheamus' theme music. He doesn't have an identity of his own. How exactly is this going to get Rich Holland over with the fans? Well, because you pair him with Sheamus. You think Rich Holland's going to just feed off of that when you hear Sheamus and his theme music, you see Sheamus' graphics, you see Sheamus there walking down the aisle, and Rich Holland moving in the shadows. You think the fans are going to realize that Rich Holland is there, or at the end of the night when they go home, they're going to think, oh, yeah, Rich Holland, he was great. No, they're not. Rich Holland is being treated as a fucking afterthought in this Sheamus era. So why is he even here? You know, just like Kid Bro. I said it then, I said it with Rich Holland. I said Rich Holland wasn't ready for the main roster. And again, I am being proven correct. Rich Holland was nowhere near ready for the main roster. Nowhere near ready. At least, I don't know, the year and a half, 2 years tops on NXT. Rich Holland would have been on this fucking NXT, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He would have been on that show. Why didn't you keep him there? You got Pete Dunne there. If Pete Dunne could fucking fit on that show, Rich Holland could fit on that show. Why did you need Rich Holland on the main roster? Why did you need Rich Holland on the main roster? This is the extent of how you could use him. What a show. They botched this guy's fucking debut. Kept him off TV for fucking weeks. Had him lose his debut match. Then they put him in a battle royal that same night, had him eliminated by the same guy that he lost to. Yeah, this is somehow getting Rich Holland over, right? So he's got another rematch with Sheamus. Cesaro was wearing rib tape, favoring his ribs. Sheamus distracted Cesaro. Holland then power slammed Cesaro for the win. Sheamus celebrated Holland afterwards in the ring. I mean, how is this getting Rich Holland over? Not only did you botch this guy's debut, you give him no identity, and now you straddled him with 50-50 booking. 50-50 booking. When was the last time this guy was seen on the show? 3 weeks ago? Guarantee you that nobody fucking knows who Rich Holland is. You kept off TV on the back of Cesaro, thinking that people forgot about his loss 3 weeks ago, only to have him win against Cesaro tonight. As if it does anything for Rich Holland. It does nothing. What exactly does this do? No. What a fucking... You know what I think it is? And this only proves my point correct. 3 minutes. Rich Holland hasn't been in the ring. He hasn't looked good at all. His finisher is fucking garbage. You know what I think it is? WWE realizes that Rich Holland is not fucking ready to be in the ring for more than 3 fucking minutes. And that's why they're keeping his matches like this. 3 minutes or less. If he's not ready for the main roster, why did you call him up? That's what I wanted. No, because he's got the look that Vince McMahon likes. So what? So what? You fired how many fucking people? Now, but Rich Holland gets a crack at the main roster. Rich Holland's ready for the main roster. Sure. Could have told you that fucking... Actually, I did. Rich Holland. You want to call it Rich Holland, but you want to keep LA Knight on the fucking NXT show, right? Why isn't LA Knight on the fucking Friday night show? What's LA Knight doing on NXT? Can't be fucking LA Knight on Fox? You fucking mental? No, but Rich Holland's on the show, right? Rich Holland's a great fit. For Saturdays, doing great things on Friday night, right? Created is fucking atrocious. Atrocious. Naomi. She stood in the ring. She had her annual gift list. Not just one wish on it. She's joining the Bill in a one-on-one match. She said the Bill has literally done everything to me at this point, other than face me one-on-one. She told her, "I want to do this tonight, getting back." Sonya walked out and told Naomi she is so unprofessional. She said she's explained before that she's wearing a suit. She's wearing a suit. She said she has another opponent for her, though. That person is superior to her in every single way. Shayna Baszler. Naomi said she'll fight Baszler, but she dared Sonya to get into the ring. Sonya entered the ring. She began to take off her jacket when Baszler attacked Naomi from behind. She beat up Naomi's leg. Sonya told the ref to ring the bell. Baszler applied a leg lock right away. And Naomi, though, leveraged Baszler's shoulders down for a sudden surprise 1-2-3. Less than a minute. Shayna Baszler loses to Naomi. In the same week, Rhea Ripley loses to fucking Zelina Vega in about 46 seconds. The women's division in WWE is the most embarrassing division of women's wrestling in all of pro wrestling. I want you guys to be aware of that and understand that 100%. You think this is fucking storytelling for a complete liquid. There is absolutely no fucking way that Shayna Baszler loses to anybody in one minute. Give me a fucking break. No, but we got to see the Usos versus New Day for the fucking 67th time on SmackDown. Are you fucking serious? How does anybody find interest in this shit? How can anybody pause? I'm so over this Naomi and Sonya shit. I don't care anymore. I don't. It was cool when it first showed up on television. It was a great way to introduce Sonya back into the ranks of the women's division. It was giving Naomi something to do against somebody semi-decent. And they just fucking dragged this shit out to the point where I just want to end. I really do. I really do. I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for. The women's division is fucking gone. 1-minute matches on Raw. 1-minute matches on SmackDown. This is the John Laurinaitis effect. It's the Bruce Pritchard effect. Women's division. It's great. Backstage, Megan Moran interviewed Corbin and Moss hiding in a boiler room. Corbin says he's happy because he's rich and to look down on common people. So they're going to be led to day one when Cruz going to lose to Moss. Moss reacted like that was news to him and he wasn't thrilled. Corbin assured him he should be happy. I don't know why we're getting McIntyre versus Mankind Moss. I hope to God that when we get that match, it ends in about the same time they only beat Shayna Baszler. Give me a break. Why are we getting that type of match on a fucking pay-per-view to start your WWE? Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see Happy Corbin and the entire industry. You better fucking keep that away from me too. Xavier Woods rolled out on his throne with Kofi by his side. Told Wonder that this match will be officially for the title. It was a non-title match. Usos, Jimmy and Jay versus the New Day. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. New Day win in about 9 minutes. Xavier landed a top rope flying leg drop on Jimmy. Kofi tagged himself in, left at Jimmy, but Jimmy ducked for the super kick for a near fall. Referee did not allow a tag to Jay because he didn't see it. Xavier knocked Jay off the ring apron when Jimmy joined. And on the arguing here, Kofi landed a Trouble in Paradise, 1-2-3, and the New Day. They beat the champions squeaky clean. Clean as a whistle. 9 minutes, they've given the champions in a non-title match in the main event of SmackDown. Don't know why. I don't know why this match happened. 2 weeks for the title match at Day 1. I don't understand why the Usos, every time they're in a match, tag team match or one-on-one match, they're treated like fucking jocks. These are your SmackDown tag team champions. These are, the background players, Roman Reigns. Every time they lose, they make Roman Reigns and the bloodline look fucking weak. Right? Nobody understand that? Champions should not be losing on fucking television to the team that already has a championship match 2 weeks from now at a fucking pay-per-view. vehicle. The match should even be booked, number one. But the champions should not be losing. And the Usos should not be losing as much as they do. But you want to know the fucking thing that pissed me off most? You want to know the one thing that pissed me off most? These fucking Jimmy and Jey Uso. They went right back out there with Roman Reigns and stood there as if nothing in the last match ever happened. They stood there with their titles right behind their tribal chief, standing behind Roman Reigns as if fucking nothing happened. It is so sickening to see what WWE does just to fill segments on this show. An absolute waste of fucking time. So what does this prove? What did this prove tonight with the New Day being the Usos? WWE cannot book fucking champions correctly. Number two, the tag team divisions fucking undershit. Number three, WWE, they need teams like this because they don't trust the other fucking nobody. All their superstars. So that means we're gonna get fucking rematch because they don't want to put anybody else on the fucking show because they got no fucking name value. And number four, that means the Usos are probably going to win at the pay-per-view. So thank you for making the fucking match predictable. A match we've seen 97 fucking times already. Thank you for making this one oh so predictable, Bruce. I don't understand why we needed this match yet. We've got guys like Ricochet and Ali and Drew Gulak. Who else is on this fucking Shinsuke Nakamura? I don't know why we have this match again when we're getting it at the pay-per-view in 2 weeks. You couldn't hold your load for 2 weeks. Where's Ricochet? Where is Ricochet? Where is Ali in Chicago? No, but this match needed to take place. Needed. Right? Creative is fucking atrocious. If anybody says otherwise, shut your fucking mouth and go and do something else instead of covering professionalism. You don't know a fucking thing. If this doesn't fucking irk the shit out of you, man, I don't know what the fuck does. I don't. Shit like this is fucking inexcusable. It is fucking inexcusable. Reigns arrived. Heyman excitedly said, "My tribal chief." He opened the door. Reigns came out. He didn't make contact as Heyman approached him with a big smile. So you knew business was about to go down. Reigns made his way to the ring. And he has his new Needle Mover t-shirt. You know, the Needle Mover t-shirt that he talked about when he was throwing digs at Roman Reigns, right? His new Needle Mover t-shirt. You guys know about that. So, this new Needle Mover t-shirt apparently caught a lot of people's attention on social media today. I tweeted something out about it today, and people were in my fucking mentions about ratings, and oh my god, if AEW did it, you wouldn't say anything. If Jericho said it or did it, you wouldn't criticize it. If MJF did it, you wouldn't criticize it. Yeah, I would. You're damn right I would. Because that's MJF and Jericho. When they do it, there's a meaning behind it. When WWE does it, they're trying to be cool and they're trying to play catch up. Nobody's a fucking needle mover in WWE. Nobody. I want you guys to be very well aware of that right now. Roman Reigns is not even a needle mover. If you think Roman Reigns is a needle mover, sorry to tell you folks, truth hurts. Roman Reigns is not a needle mover. If he was a needle mover, SmackDown ratings would be up. SmackDown ratings have been low, and they've been consistently low in the low twos. They've even dipped below 2 on some weeks. No, but Roman Reigns is a needle mover, right? He's a needle mover. Roman Reigns is a needle mover, yet WWE couldn't sell out Survivor Series at the Barclays Center, right? They advertised Roman Reigns in a fucking dark match for the UBS Arena in Long Island with Roman being there, and they couldn't sell any fucking tickets, so much so they were giving 4-for-1 tickets away. Now, but Roman Reigns is a needle mover, right? Then I got people complaining to me that CM Punk is not a needle mover, and Bryan Danielson is not a needle mover. I'm sorry, where the fuck have you been? They're not a needle mover. Okay, Pro Wrestling Tees has crashed multiple times this year because of both men. CM Punk and Bryan Danielson have already netted Tony Khan a fucking extension for the next 5 years following 2024 for AEW Wrestling on TNT TBS. They're a fucking needle mover. They moved the needle enough for TNT to give Khan millions upon millions of dollars when 2024 comes. And I'll be waiting when that fucking contract is signed, and I'll be fucking standing outside with Tony Khan's fucking laughter, crying. I'm gonna capture them in a fucking cup and I'm gonna drink them. Just everybody to fucking shut the fuck up. I'm gonna wallow in your fucking tears as AEW signs a multi-million dollar extension thanks to the likes of Bryan Danielson and CM Punk. Why do you think they were brought in? Not a needle mover. CM Punk sold out the fucking United Center without one fucking hit that he was gonna be. What are you talking about? Not a needle mover. I don't remember anybody selling a show with nobody being advertised. There was nothing advertised. No, but he's not a needle mover, right? But Roman Reigns couldn't sell out the Barclays Center in New York City. WWE's hometown. Fuck that. Roman Reigns is not a needle mover. Nobody in WWE is a needle mover. Nobody in AEW is truly a needle mover. Nobody. Roman Reigns has this new needle mover t-shirt. It's a jab at CM Punk. In August, when news broke that Punk was about to debut AEW, BT Sports Ariel Helwani X-Rays about wrestling Shuli and then come back and get the main event spot. I want to specifically mention John Cena, CM Punk, Reigns' interesting question. Talk about certain wrestlers complaining about top guys taking spots. Reigns says, and I quote, "Those statements are coming from bitter people who thought they were better than they really are. When it comes down to it, CM Punk was not as good or over as John Cena. He wasn't as good or as over and moved the needle like The Rock. It was what it was. From a full-time performer, I understand the frustration and wanting more, but like I said before, you gotta take it. I'm a full-time performer and I've done everything that needs to be done to stay in this position, to be in this position, to continue to make the opportunity for myself to be in the main event at SummerSlam against John Cena." That's what he said. Later that month, Matt Riddle told Bleach Report he doesn't believe that Reigns is a needle and that he could beat him up in a real fight. Those comments reportedly ruffled some feathers in WWE. Dave Meltzer said the following in August about Riddle on Wrestling Observer Radio. And I quote, "In real life, his mouth gets him in a lot of trouble, including this past week. It's not like it's going to hurt his voice. Obviously, Matt likes him and everything, but he ruffled some feathers again with his comments on Roman Reigns, where he said in a real fight, he beat him up. Now, Roman Reigns isn't a needle. Especially those were based on Roman's statements about Punk, which did not age particularly well. Because they sold out the fucking United Center with nothing announced. Vince may point to Riddle's comments as the inspiration behind the shirt. The first time Reigns talked about a needle mover is when he referenced CM Punk. WWE's petty. WWE tries to be cool, they try to be here, they try to take the fucking jab at the other company and say they're not in competition. But everything that WWE does says otherwise. It's very easy. T-shirt, it's like I'm a fucking dance page. It's like a fucking 4-year-old designing a shirt. I can sell it. Designing a fucking t-shirt. It look better than the shit, half the shit I'm really doing for show. Fucking get it. So MJF or Jericho said it or did anything like this, yeah, I'd be in support because it's not coming from a forced legit. They just love the free money. They're just if they love the free money. Everything they do for it. mean, you think you're gonna try and find a way to fucking t-shirt? Hey, let's wear a movie t-shirt out. Fucking ridiculous. Let's get one over on Tony Khan and see how far. Yeah. T-shirt. So, Reigns is in the ring. Chicago, acknowledge me. Thanks to you, man. Heyman held up the Universal title. Reigns was there milking the moment for a little bit. Said he thought he made it clear that he doesn't like when his cousins lose. Yeah. Wow. Put his hand on Jimmy's shoulder, rubbed it, then Jay's. You know that, right, Jay? Family, and we can get anything because of blood. Then he turned to Heyman and said, well, you. Reigns said, you're not my blood, and you should know better than anybody that I can't have you disrespect me because you disrespect me, you disrespect my family. Heyman was very concerned. Reigns says he had some questions for him. And I trust you, boys. He said he took a week off and he heard what happened last week. He said last week we seen the little shaking. Yes, he knew Brock was going to return at SummerSlam. And he was going to be at Madison Square Garden. You know he was going to be there as well. But his suspension, you know that was going to happen. And Jeremy was screwed up. Reigns looked around and said, you're goddamn right, he's screwed up. And he said, this is the most important question. Are you a special counsel or are you an advocate? Jeremy stared at Heyman. Heyman moved his head and communication. Reigns did not budge at all. Heyman then asked for a microphone. Heyman looked stressed out. He turned back around to face Reigns. Reigns says, before you say anything, I want you to acknowledge me with the truth. Why are you protecting Brock Lesnar from me? Heyman looked around at the crowd nervously. Heyman then looked in Roman's eyes. It looked like he was more serious about Paul Heyman instead of scared for him. Heyman said every word. A tense struggle to utter. My tribal chief. I'm not protecting Brock Lesnar from you. Brock Lesnar. Didn't like that. Heyman gave him a look. Reigns then moved in, hugged him. Reigns says, I love you, wise man. I thank you for your honesty, and I thank you for all the years of service to my family. But you're fired. He then turned to leave, turned and gave Heyman a Superman punch. He knocked Paul Heyman out. Reigns asked for a chair, and he was about to smash Heyman's head with the chair. Lesnar's music played. He walked out in his overalls. I'm loving overall Brock. Looks like a fucking beast. And he plowed right through the Usos, took them both out of ringside, gave Jay an F5. Jimmy called Lesnar the Super Kid, no salted. Lesnar brushed off, gave him an F5. Lesnar looked at Reigns in the ring. Reigns stood his ground with a chair and Reigns were chanting Suplex City. Lesnar entered the ring. Reigns gave him several chair shots to the back, but Lesnar, sold everything, powered to his knee, gave Reigns an F5. Then he gave him another F5. But Wilson maybe Heyman was right. He said in 2 weeks, Lesnar might get in the ring. I don't think Lesnar is going to end the reign of Roman Reigns. I don't. I honestly think this is all one big plan for Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman to pull one over the eyes of Brock Lesnar. I don't think Brock Lesnar being the Universal Champion makes much sense at all. I don't. The show right now is being absolutely seen with Roman Reigns as his champion. There is legitimately, and I'm not even, listen, I don't mean this in any disrespectful way to McIntyre. McIntyre is fucking fantastic. He really is. I'm a big McIntyre guy. I get why people don't like him. I get that some people think that he's boring. He's not the type of guy to lead SmackDown. He's not. He wasn't the guy to lead Raw. He did a great job during the pandemic. And he's admirable for doing that. But he's not going to be any better than what Roman Reigns is right now. If you give the title to Lesnar is not going to be there as often as you would like. He's got a set number of days and a set contract monetarily that WWE's paying. Not going to be bringing him in and paying him more and more and more. They've never done it before. And typically after WrestleMania, it goes bye-bye until SummerSlam or Survivor Series.
That's the only hookup.
There's not really much Lester's going to be doing here for WrestleMania. He's probably going to think about taking the title off of Roman Reigns right now, when this is the only thing anchoring SmackDown, the only thing keeping SmackDown afloat. I don't get it. I think this is one big ruse, one big fucking floor plan. Paul Heyman side with Roman Reigns. This was the beginning stages of that. They had to make it look real. And they're gonna put the plan in full effect at day one. And Roman Reigns is gonna retain the title due to Paul Heyman. That's my prediction. We're gonna go over AEW Rampage for just a little bit, guys. We're gonna step away for about 30 seconds. I know you guys love the Mustang intro that I come driving in with as we head to the venue. You guys want to see some behind-the-scenes shit about how my team over at DDA Designs came up with that. We'll show you guys a little clip right now. Take a look at this, and I'll be right back in just a little bit. Awesome. Thank you once again to all my boys over at DDA Designs for making my podcast look absolutely better than everybody else in the eye of the sea. We got AEW Rampage on TNT. Lots of tag team action on tonight's show, man. Lots of tag team action. A little bit too much for my liking. We got an 8-man tag, we got a 10-man tag, we got a submission match, we've been out forward, and we're gonna go over that in just a little bit, but I'm gonna check the chat here. Let's check the chat. We got 1,800 in the venue. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We got 774 in the chat. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up and you are here, please do so. It's a great way to help me out. Make sure you guys get those super chats in. We're going to hang out at the end of the show. You guys want to continue to join the live stream VIP section. Make sure you guys don't do that. Join the VIP club. Hit that join button down below. If you're in the chat whenever you guys get those custom emotes and badges in the live stream chat and the comment section. You guys get those exclusives. You guys get access to them every show. That join button. Become a VIP. Right here on Office Record. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. At JD from NY206 on Twitter and Instagram. We got Mark Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero against the Young Bucks, Adam Cole and Bobby Fish. This was actually pretty fun, and I enjoyed this. Rampage was actually quite entertaining tonight, but I think without all the big multiple matches, you know, AEW Network was coming on Wednesday night, and I feel like Tony Khan wants to get a lot of his talents featured in Garland, Texas. And that's why we got a lot of multi-man matches on the show tonight. That show on Wednesday was obviously taken up most by Bryan Danielson and Adam Page. Guys, well, it's at the AEW Pro Championship, and that's the biggest prize in the industry right now. But I feel like that match taking over an hour, there was little to no time to get everybody else to be on a big TV special like everybody was on. 25 wants to feature everybody like the Two Brothers and Kingston, and you got your Adam Coles and your Young Bucks on there as well, Bobby Fish, Orange Cassidy. So there was a lot of guys featured on Rampage tonight that did not get the opportunity to be featured. Tonight's Rampage really felt like an extension of Dynamite. It did feel like an extension of Dynamite. Now, most weeks it feels like an extension of Dark. On tonight's show, I felt like it was a true extension of Dynamite. So it did come off feeling a little bit more important. So we got this big 8-man tag. I am very curious to know what's the present for him that Adam Cole is going to unveil on Wednesday. Apparently, he has a surprise for Elite. I don't know if it's going to be in the form of Kyle O'Reilly. I'd love if it is Kyle O'Reilly. So we'll see what happens with that. But Kyle O'Reilly did tease putting out a gift. He said, what's in the box? Maybe we got to go, what's the gun? Kyle O'Reilly needs to hold. It's only a matter of time before he gets hold of it anyway. There's only one place for him to go, and that is to reunite with Adam Cole Bay and Live Fish. Get Red Dragon back on television. I think that would be absolutely tremendous. So, Cassie was being double teamed by the Bucks, and Cole set up Cassie for a running double super kick from the Bucks. With the best friend stripped up the Bucks while they're ready to roll Cassie, Riddle, Cole, Brennan, Paul Cassie, Anthony, Panama Sunrise. Attempted Cole got the hot take to shreds Beretta. Trent looks great. His return. I don't know about the shading of the hair. I really missed the hair down. I don't know how you guys feel. A little different. A little different. Maybe it's just something to do. So you got the hot take.
Yeah, he got out.
Just completely on fire.
I knew that was over there. Right there.
Nick and Cole, Beretta hit a senton on Cole on the apron. Then nailed Fish with a spear on the floor. Diving splash on Nick Jackson. Dots. Beretta hit a ball. Rocky Romero. And Beretta hit a double knee strike on Nick Jackson. And you got these guys double teaming Nick Jackson. Romero hit a top rope drop kick on Nick's back. Beretta slid in with a knee strike. Best friends today have been Taylor hit a top hero over the top rope. Fish and Nick Jackson on the floor. Beretta put it the middle rope from when he was yanked off rope by Nick Jackson. He's dead. Turn up Beretta. Especially somebody with neck surgery. Talking about neck surgery. That was the story here. Bucks and Cole hit a triple team neck breaker on Beretta. Fish came in with a top rope splash from your full Fish. The top rope Falcon Arrow on Beretta. I love when Fish does that, man. That looks so good. He broke up the minute 10 Cassidy set up the orange punch with Cole, cut him off with a punt kick. Romero hit a heel kick on Cole and then hit a tope suicida on the floor. Nick hit a twisting plancha on Romero and Taylor. And then Cassidy hit the orange punch on Matt, sending him to the floor. Cassidy then hit a top rope springboard senton onto everybody on the outside. That looked crazy. He got some major height on that one. Back in the ring, Beretta hit Fish with a strong zero, melting down to the pin. And that was it. Trent Beretta gets the pin. A fresh back to Bob and Fish. And the best friends get the best of the Elite. On Rampage. Very good match, fun, I enjoyed it. We're getting out of both versus Orange Cassidy. We're getting that on Dynamite, if I'm not mistaken. Or Saturday Night Rampage. One of those. I got the list in my notes, but we're getting that one-on-one match. Finally, kind of felt like it was getting that way. All of Orange Cassidy. Should be a very good match. Anybody that's in the ring will have a great match. So I'm looking forward to that very much. But the best friends get the year over. Dan Lambert. He made his way back to AEW television. And I think Dan Lambert is a welcome addition to AEW television. Got a promo in the ring with the end of the year. Trash Tony Khan called Tony Khan. Just like I called Nick Khan. Nick's man. Calling him Two-Face. Lambert said Khan is giving the title matches to undeserving EVPs and started to trash Cody Rhodes, which of course brought out Cody Rhodes. Now, obviously, Cody is going to do Cody things, but Dan Lambert was cutting a promo, and Dan Lambert's promo was interrupted by a 3-minute entrance of Cody Rhodes. We gotta go through that fucking epic intro, and then the fucking cage races up, and he comes rising up through the cage, and then you gotta hear his fucking theme.
Oh shit.
Pro wrestling just doesn't work. Gotta make a big deal. He's just interrupting the fucking promo. we gotta wait for all this to wind down and to ultimately just get to the ring and start playing. Tag. The mic, Dan Lambert. So he did. He makes his way to the ring. And Rhodes, you know, I don't know what this says about Cody Rhodes. I think you're a fucking heel when people don't cheer you over Dan Lambert. Okay? I think this should be the defining moment of Cody Rhodes' final decision. Dan Lambert is the ultimate fucking heel, and Cody Rhodes comes out and still gets booed against somebody like Dan Lambert. Cody, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I think that makes you 100% full-fledged fucking. Let's cut the fucking games, let's cut the bullshit, and let's get on with what we gotta do, and let's get on the road. I don't know what that tells you guys, but that tells me Cody. So, Rhodes and Lambert keep turning the microphone from each other in a back and forth just. Not a sense of faith. And without saying anything, Cody attacked the enemy here. Cody swooped overwhelmed Dustin Rhodes really ran out. Lambert distracted Dustin as soon as both Rhodes brothers were down. Sammy Guevara ran in a ghost jump cutter on Scorpio Sky that looked absolutely fucking beautiful. And ran off the men of the air. Guevara and Rhodes will fight for the TNT title on Christmas night.
No tank.
I don't know why we're getting a Christmas night. I don't. Wait, why are we getting a Christmas night? Why can't we get a Friday? Why can't we get a Christmas Eve? It's so fun. Who wants to watch wrestling on Christmas night? Who wants to sit here and... I'm not reviewing Rampage. I'm telling you right now, I'm not reviewing Rampage. I'm not reviewing a one-hour show. I'll talk about it on the podcast. I'm not doing a 1-hour review. I'll leave that to solve.
Damn, what a motherfucker damn this.
I can't do it. Anyway, Sammy Guevara, listen. This Cody Rhodes thing, if this Dan Lambert thing didn't work out tonight, man, I'm telling you, if they want to go full-fledged with Cody's heel and really make it official and just fucking absolutely have everybody turn, I would absolutely have Cody beat Sammy Guevara. If I'm Tony Khan, I am having Cody Rhodes take the title from Sammy Guevara. Absolutely. Cody Rhodes is my new TNT champion. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm going with it. I think Cody Rhodes taking that TNT title would do excellent. And there was a sign in the crowd. Honestly, you know what? And I believe this sign. I think Cody Rhodes is going to be best. Really. I think Cody Rhodes right now, you know, he hasn't really said much, and he's kind of, he knows what he's doing, but he's not really giving us what we want, and he knows anything about it. It's honestly making him the most interesting character in AEW. It really is. It makes him the most intriguing character on AEW. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what the reaction's going to be. You don't know what he's going to say. You don't know how he's going to react. Heel Cody Rhodes is best for business. Cody Rhodes is... Everybody wants to see this match. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the matches where they heel Cody Rhodes? Ryan Danes versus CM Punk versus heel Cody Rhodes. I mean, this is great shit. You don't get excited about those types of matchups. Just needs to pull the trigger and really fucking let that flag around and just fucking make that shit. I'm proud of it. Really. Everybody wants it. Ray Conti defeated Penelope Ford in a submission match. Barely right by anything but 5 minutes. I mean, I don't know why they were stacking behind it. Conti jumped from the bell. The Punk kick early on. Conti got a half grab early